Fuzzy Villain, and welcome back to our bid to find out the greatest team in Major League Baseball history. We're in Chicago today to find out who the White Sox will be putting forward to represent that franchise against the rest of baseball. Now, there were 4 teams. It was 2005, 1983, 1917, and 1906. We had the semi-final first up, of course, and today we will see the final, and we'll find out who that is between momentarily, because the first semi-final was between 2005 and 1983. So let's see how that played out. The 83 White Sox were led off by Rude Law in center field. Harold Baines batted second in right field. Jerry Harrison batted third in left field. It was Colton Fisk, the catcher, batting cleanup. Greg Walker at first batted 5. Vance Law at third base batted 6. Julio Cruz at second base batted 7. Scott Fletcher at shortstop batted 8. And Lamar Hoyt was on the mound. And the 2005 White Sox were led off by Scott Pesednik at left field. It was Ted Iguchi batted second at second. It was Paul Konerko batting 3 at first base. Jermaine Dye cleaned up in right field. Joe Creed in third base batted 5. Aaron Rowand in center field batted 6. AJ Brzezinski caught at 7. It was Juan Urabe at shortstop batting 8. And Mark Burrell was on the mound. 1 on, 1 out, and Konerko RBI singles to give the 2005 White Sox the lead. One on, 1 out, and Uribe's RBI single makes it 2-0. One on, 1 out, and Baines' RBI single cuts the lead to 1. None on, 1 out, and Konerko's home run makes it 3-1. Two on, 1 out, and Walker hits an RBI. 2 on, 1 out, and Law's RBI single ties it. 2 on, 1 out, and Cruz hits an RBI single to give the 83 White Sox the lead. None on, none out. Damaso Mate on the mound, and Walker hits a home run to extend that lead to 2. None on, 2 out. Dennis Lamp on the mound, and he strikes out Ozuna to win it for the 83 White Sox. So a good game that one, but 83 just edged it in the end. So who was going to be facing in the next round in the final? It was the 1917 White Sox against the 1906 White Sox, 2 of the older teams. Let's go see who came out on top on that one. The 1917 White Sox were led off by Eddie Collins at second base. Chick Gandel batted second at first. Joe Jackson in left field batted third. Happy Felsch in center field batted 4. Buck Weaver, what a name, at third base batted 5. Shano Collins batted 6 in right field. Ray Schalk at court at 7. Swede Risberg was shortstopping at 8, and it was Eddie Chicotti on the mound. And the 1906 White Sox were led off by Frank Isabel in right field. Jiggs Donahue, again, these names are amazing, was first base batting second. Ed McFarland caught at 3. Patsy Doherty in left field batted 4. Fielder Jones in center field batted 5. George Davis at shortstop batted 6. George Rowe at second base batted 7. Lee Tenniel at third base batted 8. And it was Ed Walsh on the mound. None on, 1 out, and Chick Gandel hits a home run to put the 1917 White Sox ahead. One on, 1 out, and McFarland's RBI double ties the game. Two on, 1 out, and Jones's RBI single gives the 1906 White Sox the lead. None on, 2 out, and Donahue's home run makes it 3-1 to the 06 White Sox. Two on, 1 out, Lefty Williams on the mound, and pinch hitter Ed Hahn sac fly makes it 4-1. 3 on, none out. Doc White on the mound, and Schultz drives in a run. 3 on, 1 out, and pinch hitting Eddie Murphy's 2 RBI double ties the game. Three on, 2 out, and White walks Jackson to give the 1917 Sox the lead. 1 on, 2 out, Dave Danforth on the mound, and Jones grounds out to end it and win it for the 1917 White Sox. So, in what can only be described as the incredible choke, it's 2017 in the end that just squeaked past, but very much they were not the better team in that game, I've got to say. So, that leaves us with 83 versus 17. Now, these teams in their respective seasons, the 83 team went 99 and 63, and the 1917 team was 1 game better. 154, so they obviously played less games back then. So just a reminder, it's a one-off game. We default to modern era game strategies and World Series rosters if available. 25 players on that roster, and injuries are disabled. So let's go and see who's the best White Sox team in history. All right, so here are the two rosters with their stats from their particular season. So if you want to have a bit of a longer look at that, just give it a quick pause or zoom in or whatever you need to do. We will move on and check these lineups. So here we go, leading off the 83 White Sox, Rude Law in center field, then Harold Baines in right field bats at second, Jerry Hairston in left field bats 3, Greg Walker at first base is batting cleanup, Carlton Fisk even is catching at 5, Vance Law at third base is batting 6, Julio Cruz at second base bats 7, Scott Fletcher in shortstop bats 8, and Lamar Hoyt is their man on the mound. And for the 1917 Sox, it is Eddie Collins leading off at second base, Chick Gandil is at second, batting second, at first, Joe Jackson in left field bats 3, Happy Felsch is batting 4 or cleaning up in center field. Buck Weaver, great name, bats 5 at third base. Shane O'Collins, not Shane O'Collins, as it would probably be confused for. He's batting 6 in right field. We've got Ray Schalk catching at 7. Swede Risberg at 8 is short-stopping. And Ed Sacote, who didn't last long in the semi-final, it's got to be said, he goes on the mound for this one. So welcome to Kaminsky Park for this one. It is the 1917 team, I believe, that is hosting. That is just down to the way that the draw worked. It was all drawn randomly. That wheel spin thing where you put everything in and click it. So that's how we've got to here. It's a 2-0 pitch, and it's fairly well hit into left field. And in fact, it will drop in, and Law will start things off with a leadoff single. In comes Harold Baines now. He's in right field, of course, a 1-0. There goes the runner, and he gets there. So, none out, I should say, runner at second. And let's see if Baines can drive in an early run here. A 2-2 pitch. Gets tied in a knot, and that ends his at-bat. In comes Jerry Hairston. It's a 2-2. He strikes out. All right, Sacote seems to be going now, and it'll bring up Greg Walker, who is their power man, and that is a ground ball, easy enough for the second baseman to end the top of the first. So, well done there. And it's Eddie Collins now to lead off the 1917 team. Lamar Hoyt is on the mound, first pitch swing, and that is a ground ball to the shortstop over to first. Oh, and it's an error! It was such an easy play, surely. And it's the throw, so it is Scott Fletcher, who you would expect better from, judging by the defensive rating of 70. So Chick Gandil will have a man at first, none out. First pitch, there goes the runner, and, oh, he's out. They got him. They did get him. Well, what a throw from Fisk. All right, it is none on, 1 out now, the 0-1 pitch. And that is a ground ball to the first baseman, another error. Wow. The 1983 White Sox are clearly very, very nervous ahead of this. Oh, no. Yeah, no, that is their error again, isn't it? 2 errors. That is ridiculous. The runner tries again. This time, gets there. And Joe Jackson will now have a chance with an 0-2 pitch to drive in a run. And that was high inside, and he still swung at it. And is thrown out at first. So 2 away. And it'll bring up Happy Felsch. It's got to be Felsch. I keep going to say Happy Flesh, but that doesn't... that'll get me demonetized. Anyway, there we go. Out at first. And scoreless in the first inning, despite the 1983 Sox best effort to give the other team the lead. Carlton Fisk will lead them off. First pitch. It's into left field. It's a diving catch out there. Good catch by Joe Jackson. And that is one away. In comes Vance Law now. First pitch swing. They are not mucking around, are they? They're certainly hitting early in the count. That's an easy play for the third baseman. So that's 2 away. And it'll bring up Julio Cruz. A 1-2 pitch. And Cruz grounds it to the third baseman. Again, should be easy enough. Ends the inning. And that's more like it, isn't it? Let's see if there can be a bit more error-free this time. Buck Weaver will lead off the 1917 White Sox. It's a 2-2 pitch. And it's a ground ball over to the shortstop. And he gets the play done at first this time. He's found his throwing range clearly. In comes Shane O'Collins. A 2-2 pitch on him with no one on and 1 out. And that is going to drop in front of the right fielder. And the 1917 White Sox have their first hit of the game. And it'll bring Ray Schalk up to the plate. It's a 1-1 pitch. And that is through, is it? Yes, it is, into left field. So runner will probably stop at second. He does. But with 1 out, runners at first and second. This is a chance. Swede Risberg is the man at the plate. It's an 0-1 pitch. Risberg back to the pitcher. That could be a double play. Pitcher took forever. He turned like the Queen Mary there, but they do eventually get the out at second. So runners at the corners, 2 out for the pitcher, Sacotti. A 1-1 pitch. And the pitcher cannot help out himself there. He gets thrown out at first, and that'll do it for the second. So still scoreless. And Fletcher will now lead off the 83 side. It's a 1-2 pitch. It's up the middle. And Fletcher makes up for his error with a leadoff single. It'll bring up Lamar Hoyt. First, oh wait, we've got rain. Why have we got rain? Shouldn't I? Come on, it's an exhibition game. Why would we have weather in this? They get the man at second, and I think that was a bunt. I was too busy annoyed at the rain. It was a well-played bunt. So Rudy Law will come back up. He's 1 for 1 today. There is a runner at first, 1 away. Law, that could be another double play ball. They are just going to get the one at second, though. So that is 2 away, and it's Harold Baines to the plate. He is 0 for 1 today. First pitch, Baines to the shortstop. Should be easy enough at second. It is, and that'll do it for the top of the third. All right, Hoyt to Collins, who is he's 0 for 1 today. First pitch. And that is a ground ball to the shortstop. Is he going to benefit from another error? No, he's not. And that'll be 1 away. It'll bring up Gandil, who is 0 for 1. 1-1 pitch. And that is popped up. It'll be caught in left field, so that'll be 2 away. And it'll bring up Joe Jackson, who's 0 for 1. It's a 1-2 pitch. And Jackson dribbles it back to the pitcher. Should be easy enough at first. It is, and it'll be scoreless going into the fourth. It'll be Jerry Hairston to lead them off. He is 0 for 1. It's a 2-1 pitch. And that is up the middle. Bit of a pitcher killer past the shortstop and a leadoff single. So, let's see if they can build on this. Greg Walker will come in now. He's 0 for 1. It's a full count. He strikes out. So that is 1 away. Runner at first for Colton Fisk, who is 0 for 1. First pitch. Fisk hits it into center field. It is a diving catch out there. Happy Felsch with a nice catch. So 2 out. Runner at first for Vance Law, who is 0 for 1. It's a 3-1. Vance hits it up in the air. And that's an easier one for Happy out there. And that'll be the end of the top of the fourth. And the 17 White Sox will bat again. It'll be Happy Felsch to lead them off. It's a 2-2 pitch. And he's hit that into right field. It'll be caught as well. So that'll be 1 away. And we've got an old-fashioned pitching duel here, don't we? Buck Weaver 0 for 1. It's a 1-0 pitch. Weaver grounds it to the shortstop. And that'll be 2 away. Assuming they don't have a third error in them this game. It'll be Shane O'Collins, who is 1 for 1. It's an 0-1 pitch. Only one of 2 hits that they've got. And he's lined that straight to the second baseman to end the fourth. So, Sacotti to Cruz, who is 0 for 1. It's an 0-1 pitch. And Cruz grounds it to the shortstop. Oh, and the shortstop's had another error. It's a different shortstop, but still, they're blaming the wet conditions. But that's no excuse, surely. Full count on the next man up. I think it was Fletcher. It was. Oh, he's unlucky. Really, really good catch in right field. So that's one away. And it brings up Lamar Hoyt. First pitch. Hoyt lays down a bunt. Is that going to get the runner to second? It is. So that's 2 away. And Rudy Law now will come in. 1 for 2 with a chance to drive in a run. It is sliced away into left field. It'll be caught. And that will do it for the top of the 5th. So still nothing for the 83 White Sox. Can the 1917 White Sox do something? It's Schulk to lead them off. He's 1 for 1. It's a 2-2 pitch. And it is popped straight up. And it'll be caught by the second baseman for 1 away. I think it was the second baseman anyway. In comes Risberg now, who's 0 for 1. It's a 3-1. Can he get himself on base with 1 away? Yes, he can. So a 1-out walk. Not the worst base runner. Will they try and steal him? Cicotti at the plate is 0 for 1. Will they try and lay down a bunt? They do. And it will indeed get the runner over the second with 2 away. And Eddie Collins to the plate, who is 0 for 2. So back to the top of their order. It's a 1-1 pitch. Anything that finds the outfield will surely take the lead of the game. It's going to drop in, is it? Oh, it's a good catch. And it does keep the game scoreless going into the 6th. Baines will lead them off. He is 0 for 2 today. It's a 1-2 pitch. Baines grounds it to the second baseman. That'll be 1 away. In comes Jerry Hairston now. He is 1 for 2. It's a 1-0 pitch. Hairston has got it into right field. That's going to drop in. So a 1-out single for the 83 White Sox. Greg Walker now. He is 0 for 2. It's an 0-1 pitch. Walker, that's going to get over and drop in front of the centre fielder. Is that going to get the runner over to third? No, but 1 away, runners at first and second. This is just about the best opportunity we've had, and it's Colston Fisk to the plate. He is 0 for 2. It's a 1-1 pitch. Fisk, oh, it's a grubber back to the pitcher. And they get the man at second. So 2 out runners at the corners for Vance Law. He just needs, I say just, he needs a base hit. He's 0 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. And Law just watches it. And that'll do it for the top of the 6th. In comes Gandil. He is 0 for 2. It's a 1-0. And that is another grubber back to the pitcher. Easy out, 1 away. In comes Joe Jackson. He looks their most likely in terms of attributes, doesn't he? It's an 0-1 pitch. And Jackson keeps swinging at things inside. Grubbles it to the second baseman. Easy as you like. 2 away. And it's Happy Felsch. It's a 0-1 pitch, sorry. Felsch down the third base line. It'll be a very happy Felsch after that. That's going to be a 2-out double. Might even be a triple. No, the ball's coming back in now. So a stand-up double. And a runner in scoring position for the 1917 White Sox with Buck Weaver at the plate. It's an 0-2 pitch. It's a 3-1 pitch. It's through, is it? No, the shortstop gets it, makes the play at first, and ends the 6th. It is still scoreless. All right, Julio Cruz will lead off the 83 White Sox. He is 0 for 2. It is a 2-1 pitch. Cruz pops it up. And it'll be caught by Felsch. And that'll be 1 away in the top of the 7th. It's Scott Fletcher now, who is 1 for 2. It is a first pitch swing. What's Fletch got? Down the third base line again. Just like the last half inning for the 1917 side. This time, though, with 1 out, we have a runner at second. So Fletcher gets a second hit of the game. And can we convert that now? Hoyt, you must be tempted in the 7th to pinch hit here. Anyway, it's a 1-2 pitch. Will he look to lay down a bunt? No, he strikes out. It's just a nothing out. So Rudy Law needs to put the ball in play in the outfield. He's 1 for 3. It's a first pitch swing. Law has hit it sharply to the first baseman, but it'll end the top of the 7th, and we will stretch, and it is still scoreless. Alright, welcome back. It is still Lamar Hoyt. You'd hope so after they didn't pinch hit him, and it is Shano Collins who's 1 for 2 at the plate. It's a 2-2 pitch, and that is straight up. And shortstop goes back. He'll make the catch. Wasn't sure if centre field might call him off it, but 1 out. And it is Schulk to the plate, who is 1 for 2. It's a first pitch swing. It is hit into centre field. It's an easy catch. And that'll be 2 away. And it'll bring up Risberg, who is 0 for 1. Can't remember if he must have walked a couple of times, I think. He strikes out anyway, and they'll do it for the 7th. And it'll be Baines to lead off the 8th. He is 0 for 3. Full count. And a strikeout. So 1 away. Hairston. He is 2 for 3. And it's a 3-1 pitch. Oh, he didn't have to swing at that. Surely that was going to be him at first. Anyway, it's 2 out with no one on now. And Walker at the plate. He is 1 for 3. It's a 1-2 pitch. And Walker hits one into center field. That'll be a 2-out single. I think it's Carlton Fisk up next, isn't it? He has some good power. Can he drive in a run here? It's a first pitch swing. Fisk into right field. It's into deep right field, but nowhere near deep enough. And that'll do it for the top of the 8th. We are still scoreless. Lamar Hoyt will continue. He's going to face his opposing pitcher. So surely, hang on a second. Surely, bottom of the 8th. Now, I know he's done very well, but you've got a pinch hit here, don't you? If it's scoreless, surely you've got to be pinch hitting, not leading off with your pitcher. A 1-1 pitch. And he grounds it to the second baseman, 1 away. I don't really understand that. Anyway, because realistically, how much longer has he got to go anyway here? Eddie Collins will come in now. It's a 1-0 pitch. Eddie Collins grounds it to the... Oh, past the first baseman. So Eddie Collins has himself a 1-out single. He's a good base runner. Chick Gandil's at the plate. He is 0 for 3. It's a full count. And he grounds it to the shortstop. It could be a double play. No, they just get the man at first. If it wasn't a full count, probably was a double play. And that'll do it. So Jerry Koosman comes out now onto the mound. He's going to face Joe Jackson, who's 0 for 3, with a runner at second and 2 away. It's a 1-1 pitch. It's a ground ball. It's fielded by the third baseman. It is out at first, and we will go to the 9th, and it is still scoreless. And they've taken him off anyway. They let off with their pitcher, did they not? And then they've taken him off. He didn't actually pitch anymore. What morons. Anyway. Vance Law, maybe I've got that wrong. Vance Law is 0 for 3 and we'll start off against Dave Danforth. It's a full count. And it is a lead-off walk in the top of the 9th for the 83 White Sox. Julio Cruz comes in now. 1-1. He looks to lay down a bunt. It goes flying off somewhere that wasn't in play. Cruz is 0 for 3 today. A 1-2 pitch, and that is very poor as it gets the runner out at second. He is safe at first, though, and he's a good base runner. Scott Fletcher's at the plate. He is 2 for 3 today. A 1-1 pitch. He lays down a bunt. Cruz darts off for second, gets there. So they're down to their final out in the 9th, and they have a runner in scoring position. Can Tom Paksorek pinch hit his way to superstardom? It's a 1-2. Oh, he strikes out, ends the top of the 9th. So there'll be a new pitcher on the mound for the 83 side. And that is Dennis Lamb. I love Lamb. Happy. I was saving that. I wonder if that's where that came from. Yes, what's the Anchorman joke, isn't it? It's a news anchor, but that's not the name of the movie. Anyway, gets the first man out easily enough. That's 1 away. Buck Weaver comes in now. He's 0 for 3. It's an 0-1 pitch. Buck Weaver pops one up. And are we destined for extra innings here? And it is Eddie Murphy coming in to pinch hit. He did get a 2 RBI double or something, I think, in the semi-final with a pinch hit. But this time he grounds it out to the second baseman. And we are going to extra innings at Kaminsky Park to find out who is the greatest White Sox team of all time. Rudy Law will lead off the 83 side. He is 1 for 4. It is a full count. And he gets a leadoff walk. In comes Harold Baines now. He's 0 for 4. It's still Danforth on the mound. A 1-2 pitch. That's a double play. Surely that's... Oh, they've dropped it. Well, that could be the difference. It should be 2 out, none on. Instead, it's 2 on, none out. Hairston to the plate. He is 2 for 4. It's an 0-1. And that is into right field. It's going to be caught, but it will surely advance the runner to third. No, it doesn't. Well... Surely Law should be standing at third base right now with 1 away. Instead, he's at second. There's 2 on, 1 out for Walker, who's 2 for 4. First pitch. There goes the runner now. And they don't even attempt to stop him. will they use the open base to walk Walker? An 0-1. And that is up the middle. It's a pitcher killer, and it opens the scoring. It is a Greg Walker RBI single on the back of a very, very bad error that gives the 83 side the lead. It's Colton Fisk now. He is over 4. A 3-0 pitch. So it loads the bases with 1 away. And Danforth will now face Vance Law, who is 0 for 3. A 1-0 pitch. And that is into centre field. That's going to drop in. Then it will surely score 2. 1 run comes across. Will they get the other man at the plate? No. And it is now 3-0 to the 83 White Sox. And that error has proved very, very costly, hasn't it? There's still 2 on, 1 out for Julio Cruz, who's 0 for 4. It's going to be a first pitch swing from him. And Julio Cruz sends one straight up. That'll be an infield fly. And 2 away. And next man up is Fletcher with 2 on, 2 out. He is 2 for 3 today. It's a 2-1 pitch. Can they extend the lead further? Doesn't look like it, as that'll be out at first. And it'll end the top of the 10th. But 3 runs across the plate. And the 17 White Sox have it all to do, starting with Ray Schulk, who's leading them off. Dennis Lamp will be on the mound. He's 1 for 3 today. It's a 2-1 pitch. And Schulk has grounded it to the first baseman, 1 away. They need base runners, don't they? Swede Risberg will come up now. He's 0 for 2. It's a full count. Can he get himself on base? No, he strikes out. So they're down to their final out. And it is Nemo Leibold who is coming in to pinch hit. It's an 0-1 pitch. And Nemo has sent it into deep right field. But again, it's not deep enough. It's caught. And it will be the 83 White Sox representing Chicago in the greatest baseball team playoff. So there we have it. Very, very good defensive performance from both sides, to be fair. And yeah, 83 just scrape it again. They just scraped through the semi-final. They've just scraped through the final, but that's all they've got to do. And if they keep winning, could they be the greatest baseball team ever? I've got to say, no. But you do never know, obviously. But I still think the Boston and Yankees will be my two favorites so far from what I've seen. But what makes it fun is we don't know, do we? So let's have a look now. Let's add this team to the list of teams that have qualified for the tournament proper. So joining the 83 White Sox will be the 1970 Orioles, the 2004 Red Sox, the 1927 Yankees, 2008 Rays, the 1992 Toronto Blue Jays. And next up, we're in Cleveland to figure out who will be representing the Indians/Guardians. It'll be 95, 48, 2017 and 1920 that'll be playing off for that, right? So if you've enjoyed this, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, ring the bell to make sure you're notified when I upload new episodes, and hopefully I will see you in Cleveland for the next one. Take care.